and chatters, can you hear me? I forgot to put the mic on.
Oh, where is it?
It would be in this black bag over here. I wonder if they can hear me. I'll soon find out. Hello, quilters and chatters. Live from Katie's farm. Nope, a little thing. Hold on just a second. I forgot to put the microphone on. Can you hear me? Oh, we've already got two people, Miss Queen and Diana 57. And it plugs in pretty close up here. It's the furthest one closest to me. Just see if there's a way you can maybe hang it there somewhere. Hi, everybody. Yes, I'm a beautiful new grandma. Thank you. Oh, man, look at all of y'all. We've got Melissa's here. Yay. Melissa, I don't know if you remember this. Hi, Mariella. Diana Wright. Hi. Oh, she called me Ladybug. I love when Diana calls me Ladybug. That is wonderful. It's so good to see you guys. So it's not going to be as long today because Katie and I, you should have seen this. Katie's got a sectional that's as big as Hawaii. And we love to lay on that and just do handwork and watch, chick flick kind of Netflix stuff. And Katie will be right here. I talked her into it, guys. She's going to show you about her felting and her goat milk soap. So, and if we're lucky, Miss Kylee, do you just want to show them your sunflower, sweetie? I wanted Kylee. She's my beautiful granddaughter. And hold on, let me get you something out of the back. Sure. She is doing a stripped wool sunflower. So I'm going to talk her into I said, could you just do a quick little, here's my sunflower. This is how I do it. So I'm so excited. So this is what everybody's saying. Where's the new baby? Oh, Patricia Fry, so good to see you. Patricia, I feel like I'm getting to know you, and I'm so glad I met a new friend. It's so funny how when I meet some of you and we talk, we chat more. And I feel like we have so much in common. So I'm excited. But so let me see. I'm just looking. Last week, I missed a lot of what people said and a lot of questions and stuff people had. And but I'm glad Diane 57 is in position to be moderator. And don't worry about Susan. She's busy with a new job and a whole big training thing. She's having to travel to train. So I said, I just wanted to make sure she was okay, but she's awfully busy. So I said, we will be here when you get back. Because, our lives go up and down, get busy, not busy. I feel like lately I'm a poster child for being on the road. I'm starting to feel like, a traveling salesperson, except I'm not selling anything. But anyway, remind me to tell you my fun, exciting thing I thought about doing tomorrow. But what I am is, right now, I'm a homeless person because I went up to see my grandson, and he is amazing. And so I stayed up all night long Friday night to Saturday so that they could sleep. And I only took him to her to nurse, and then I took him back out with me. So, and I don't know if you all got to see the little video I made, but at the end I'm talking to him and he turns his head and looks at me. Well, that's all it took, and I'm so in love with that little boy. It's unbelievable. So he is my little sweetheart, and it's like he actually seems to like me, because my daughter Becky, her children didn't like me. They cried. They only wanted Mama to hold them, not Nana. It took until they were older for Nana to, I want them over, though. Don't worry. I bribed them. Whatever it took, I want them over. So let me see what y'all are saying. Oh, Kathleen Ziegler. Hi, sweetie. In fact, Kathleen, I don't think I've responded to one of your messages on the video. I'm sorry. It's been a crazy, crazy week. But what I did is I realized it was time. I just wanted to be at my son's home to be of assistance. I'm not one of these mamas that goes prying into their business and wanting to take over. So I hid out in the basement and said, when you need me, I'm here. So if I could clean their bathroom up, if I could make, a meal for them. And then when I stayed up all night with the baby, and it was my honor. It was a privilege. So anyway, so I said, well, they're settled in. They were both doing beautifully with this beautiful little baby boy. So I talked to Katie, and I was worried about driving further away from home because I was exhausted. I got 2 hours of sleep after being up all night, and I drove to Katie's because Mark said, hon, don't come home till Monday, Tuesday, whatever. Go stay. So Katie was very nice to say, at the last minute, I said, can I come visit? And so that's why I'm teasing you. I'm a homeless person. And I'll probably drive home tomorrow. But I'm so glad I came. It was a tough drive up. I was on the road from 12:30 to 7:45. But it was so, so worth it to spend that time and be a part. So now my Kylee is here. So let me look real quick what you're saying, and then I'll bring her on. So, okay, how is everyone? Sonia, it is so good to see you, sweetheart. Linda's here. Linda, I don't know why I had your name as Lynda, but I'll have to correct that. So, and then Melissa is expecting a long arm frame in probably a week or two. So that's, oh, Miss Queen broke your thumb, darling. Linda Martin, hello from Florida. It's so good to see all of you guys. So let's see. Michelle Lang is here, and she's congratulating me. Let me tell you, Michelle was so thrilled to become a grandmother, and then became a grandmother 1, 2, 3 times in quick succession. So she knows that joy, that expectation. And my last grandchild was born 11 years ago, almost 12 years ago. So this has been exciting. So, yeah, and the baby, I was holding him, and he lifted his head up and turned his head over. I thought, pretty cool. And they said, I told you that the mom, besides being a classical violinist, she also is a performer, and they have a band called Oracle. You can look them up on the internet. Amazing band, Oracle. But the baby, they played their set because her parents and my son and my daughter-in-law, they're all in this amazing band. And that's just their part-time gig. They all have regular jobs, but they put on the soundtrack of their performance, and the baby opened his eyes and lifted his head. He already knows. He said, I was there every performance. I know. So I'm so excited to see you. Yeah, my Mark is very special. And your Martin, is that right, Diana? Very special. I loved reading that yesterday. So if y'all don't mind, as soon as Kylee is ready, we'll get her out here in front of you. But anyway, this quilt behind me, because I love to show you a new quilt. It just happened to be hanging here. How pretty. And Katie painted the room a beautiful shade to set it off. Wasn't that nice of her to do that? If only everybody I made a quilt for repainted their room. But anyway, it was from the Missouri Star Quilt Company, and it's called the Easy Cathedral Ceiling Quilt. And it wasn't easy. I guess it should be, but it's heavy. You would not believe how heavy this thing is because it's a whole lot of layers of fabric. It's easy from the standpoint that everything is triangles and squares and you just fold back and stuff. But if you want the pattern, go to Missouri Star Quilt Company. I do not remember the pattern line, the fabric line. But my Katie loves 30s fabric. So anytime I make a quilt that has the 30s style colors, Katie likes it. So, while I'm waiting, I'll show you something. A couple years ago, my grandson, who's now getting ready to turn 16 next week, he was 14, and he asked Nana, Kylie's here, so we will show you. Kylee, come on over here and say hello, sweetie. I'll give you half of the chair. There you go. Isn't that nice? This is my granddaughter, Kylee, and she's Katie's daughter. beautiful, Katie and David's daughter, and beautiful, and 13, be 14 in July. Oh, we're growing up. We're growing up. And I figured any day I'm going to come up and she's going to be driving the car out there. But anyway, she's making a sunflower. So you want to talk to them about what you use?
So it's rug hooking.
Say it real loud. And what is it again?
Rug hooking.
Rug hooking. Oh, okay. And it's like strips of wool.
Yeah, you take a piece of this. To the bottom, stick your thing.
Oh, she uses a rug hooking hook thing.
And then you tie it around the metal thing.
You wrap it around the metal part,
yeah,
and then pull it up?
Yeah.
Now, see, I had no idea that's how you did it. I somehow thought you used a needle. That's cool. And you know a certain way mount to keep it up there?
Yeah.
And can you hold it close to the camera so they can see that it's, is it on a burlap background?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold it up nice and close so they can see. And then show them the back too, because that way they might actually see the pattern better. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Yeah, she's very talented. She has made clothing for herself and entered it in the county fair. Oh, yeah.
I think it's my closet.
Okay. Yeah, they're going to get something that she made. That'll be fun because she's very talented. Also, tell them, Kylie, how much your bunny sold for at the fair this year.
It was a meat pen, so I think it sold for like 200. No, Katie, wasn't it like 148?
I think it was more than that. Wasn't it like $300?
It was like 200.
Oh, yeah, I think you got 200.
$200 for a meat bunny. A little meat bunny. Isn't that cool? But, you know, when they enter the 4-H, people bid on them to help keep the interest going and help fund the 4-H'er for their next year's project. Look at this beautiful dress that she made. I think you got a ribbon for this, too.
Yeah, I don't know what I got on it.
Oh, another one. Oh, this is her cape. Wait till you see this cape. I love it when kids are crafty. And look at, isn't this the cutest? And the hood and the pom-poms. I mean, isn't this great?
You can tell them the funny story.
Oh, Melissa now wants bunnies. Tell them the funny story.
So, show them the interfacing in the. Okay.
So there's interfacing inside for the hood.
Interfacing. I thought I had grabbed interfacing, and it was this plastic stuff.
Oh, Katie thought she was getting interfacing to iron on this, and it ended up being plastic, like a vinyl thing.
It was so hard to sew, and the judges commented, interesting material.
So they said it was so hard to sew, and then the judge said, interesting choice of material. I love judges. They're really like, you know. So, now how long, does this take a long time to do?
Not really.
And did you sew the burlap to the fabric edge?
It came like this in like the box thing.
It came like this, okay. And then it has a number where you know it tells you what colors to use where.
And then this green color is
going
to go like
yeah, show that. I like to show them because you know what? Everybody loves getting ideas on how to make things. Honey, that's great. Oh, they love the hoodie.
It shows you the pattern.
The pattern, yeah, hold that up and show them. That's really awesome. They think that they said you get your talent from me, but I think you get it from Miss Katie over here. But that's wonderful. You want to say goodbye to them? I hate to let her go, but she's reading. She's got a book to do. So look right in that. Got to stoop down. She's getting so tall now. But anyway, you can tell them goodbye. Her brother had her picked up and over his shoulder today. I'm like, oh my gosh, don't drop her on her head. So, oops, I got a string for her. Thank you, Miss Kylie. That was wonderful. She was a little bit quieter, but didn't she do a good job? So Melissa said she's going to get some bunnies. Oh, cool. So, oh, yeah, you can tell I'm proud of her, can't you? I'm proud of my daughter. And real quick, I'll show you this. So a couple of years ago, but anyway, Kylie shows bunnies at the fair. She used to show sheep. Be careful how you pronounce that. She used to show sheep And but then she's now stuck with the bunnies, and they've got some beautiful bunnies out in. Katie went and got them special bunnies, and who knows if the batteries work anymore. No, so anyway, Devin was 14, and he said, "I'd like a dragon," because I was making. I forget what I was making. I was making doll. Yeah, I was making a little doll, and so he said he wanted a dragon. I don't use patterns. I didn't know where to get a pattern. Here's the dragon that Devin got. And I think it was a little bigger than he was thinking about. And here's the tail. But I went, what I'm saying, I would love to see the bunny. And you know what? Katie's got some lambs out there too. I held one. I held the little black one. But in here was like one of those tea lights that had a red flashing light that you could use to be able to turn it on, but I'm sure the battery's gone. But that would light up his dragon stuff. But anyway, so I made this, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So, and it has like sticks in here, and you used to, you know, be able to kind of like move his wings some. But anyway, didn't that get big? It was a bugaboo to mail, let me tell you. But you know what? I was so tickled the 14-year-old grandson wanted me to make him anything. So I'm like, yeah, what do you want me to make you? Now he's driving. It's a shame I can't make a car for him. So anyway, but isn't that neat? So, all right. So anyway, this is the Easy Cathedral Windows from Missouri Star Quilt Company. And it does look so pretty. Katie loves these kind of colors. I wish you could see her kitchen and all. And it just goes perfectly with her. So I might go ahead and bring her on because she's tired. It's been a busy day. She spent a couple days. She kept driving back and forth to Annapolis to go see her brother and his new baby. And so I'm going to bring Katie on so then she can just relax. And she made the most, oh my God, she made the best spaghetti last night. I wanted to lick the pot, but I was afraid I would embarrass her, but I did. And then she made a cake. She made a wonderful cake. So this is my daughter. You don't get to see her as much because she's an Eastern Shore gal. And but I'm so glad I came up here, although I've just been a slug. All I've done is wash 2 pots. I mean, I'm useless now. Useless. So, but she's put up with me. She hadn't kicked me out yet.
Not yet.
So this is my Katie.
Hi.
And Katie, what do you want to show us, my darling?
Okay, I thought I'd give you a little demonstration on felting wool, or doing needle felting. And I'll show you some of the things I made. These little gnomes.
I love her gnomes.
His little nose and beard.
But don't leave it where dogs can get it. She had to make me a second one. Oh, in this, I have one of these on top of a pincushion at home. I love it.
So you can make 3D objects like this. Or like here's one of my, I make these Santa moon ornaments and they're really popular. They've got a little face.
I love those.
So
she made me one too.
You can do 3D things like this, or you could do flat 2D felting, like scenes.
Look at this. She has sold some of her felt landscapes for a good amount of money.
And then this one I did recently.
Katie, that's beautiful. Is that a Monarda?
Yep.
Bee balm. Oh my gosh, she's even, what would you call it? What is the name for plants all of a sudden? I'm having my moment. But botanically correct felting.
So this is all wool, and you can see different, so this, like, for example, this Monarda is made with curly wool locks. So the sheep, different breeds of sheep have different kinds of wool. So I brought a few samples to show you.
You guys, do you remember I showed you? I want to show them this a little longer. It's so incredible. I mean, look at her bee. Isn't that incredible? Remember when I showed you the one she made me that has the hummingbirds and the hollyhocks? Oh my gosh, I treasure it. Katie, is that a Shasta daisy it looks like? Oh my gosh, Katie. Is that a coneflower, purple coneflower?
Yep.
Isn't this something?
I am kind of proud of the bee.
I am so proud of that.
So anyway, different sheep breeds have different kinds of wool, so you can use that to make different things. you know, use it to your advantage in felting. So this is some raw fleece from one of my friend Nancy's sheep.
Wow.
And you can see it's kind of dirty from the lanolin and the dust. And so when you can wash it and use different, you know, use it. This is from a blue-faced Leicester, so they have really tight, crimpy curls.
Now let me ask you a question, okay? Because when I see this wool like this, in fact, I might want to borrow some, but I am making that landscape with the sheep in the background, and I'm thinking of felting some wool over it because I've tried to do yarn and stuff. Will that lanolin and stuff hurt? I mean, it won't hurt anything, will it?
Not
if you
really.
put that onto your quilt?
Not really. It might smell like sheep.
Oh, that's
and then get a little greasy. But,
okay. Okay.
So this is from a border Leicester. And they're really tight. You can use these in like doll hair or Santa beards. It's really good for that. It's a real springy wool. This is from a natural colored sheep. Any sheep that's not white is called natural colored. And that's from a Gotland. And then this is really neat. It's from a caracal sheep. They have a long hair-like wool that's really good for rug making. And this is a dual-coated breed. So they have the really long pieces here. But if you hold it and pull out the top, you can pull out the coarser, shorter fibers. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. So, I thought I would show you a little bit of how to do felting. This is a coffee cozy I made. This goes around your coffee cup instead of those little cardboard.
You sell a lot of those.
Yeah. So it's a good reusable alternative for the cardboard sleeves. So wool has scales on the fibers of the actual piece of wool, and there's two types of felting. You could do wet felting, which is hot water and soap, and you agitate it. So, you know, if you ever accidentally washed a wool sweater and it shrunk, it felted down or fold down, and that's why it shrinks. So, but a different way to do felting is called needle felting, and you don't have to use water for this. You use felting needles. So these felting needles are really long, really sharp, and they have little teeny barbs all up and down the needle. So when you poke the wool, it helps weave the fibers together to make a fabric. Am I going to be able to show them a little bit?
Oh, we can tilt the camera.
Okay. Or I could just hold it up. So I thought I would show you how to do some felting. Can that just hang there? Okay. On another coffee cozy.
You know how I always have camera problems, ladies. I'm going to learn this eventually. I'm trying to tilt this down just a touch.
Okay, I'll hold it. So this is a coffee cozy that I knitted, so you can see the rows of knitting, and then I folded it, or I washed it and felted it while it was already after it was knit. And so now I can do some needle felting on that to make I think I'll make a sheep. So I'm going to use.
You can use your poodle fur that you trim off. All furs.
I spun some of Becky's poodles for her for some yarn, so she has some poodle yarn. So I'm going to use some of this wool to do a sheep. You need some kind of foam background because you're going to be poking the needle into the surface. So what you would do is put the wool where you want it.
Go ahead and man the camera so I can.
Okay. Okay, can I set it down? It's a little easier when I
I'll have to
hold on 1 second.
Okay. All right.
So you watch where your fingers go, but you would use the needle to poke the fiber in place. And the more you poke it, the flatter it gets and the smoother it gets. So I'm just going to do a quick sheep.
And that's like a dense foam that it's sitting on.
Yeah. Some people use burlap bags filled with rice, and you can do that. Foam is a pretty common one. Some people use stiff brushes. You could put, you can poke your needles down into the bristles of the brush.
Can you hold that needle up one more time so they can see that?
There's a few.
How the spikes look.
I don't know if it'll.
It takes just a moment for the focus gets in.
You can hardly even see the little barbs on there. They're really small.
Okay, good.
And they also have tools with multiple needles. In fact, can you hand me one of those? That one. So this is a clover. It's a clover needle felting tool, and it has 4 needles. So, or 5. That one has 5. So this one's pretty quick. You just poke it, and that's 5 times the needles. So it's a little bit faster when you have a big area. So you just keep poking. The good thing about needle felting is it's very forgiving. So if you don't like it, you can just pull it back off and start over. And I think I started felting probably 11 or 12 years ago, just doing little things because I saw it on Martha Stewart once and it just looked really neat. So once you have the shape of the body, just a little round sheep, you can add the legs or ears. So this is wool roving that they sell in different colors for felting. It's been dyed and combed into a long rope, and you can just pull off pieces that you want to use and kind of shape it. So anyway, if you want to make legs, you just poke it in a little leg shape. There are a lot of good online sources for felting supplies. Some of them off the top of my head. There's one fairly close to me in Maryland called Serafina Fiber Art, and she sells all kinds of equipment for needle felting, all different colors of wool. She has a really nice website, and she has a lot of YouTube tutorials. So you could buy a kit that comes with everything you would need to get started and then watch along on her YouTube channel to see how to felt. So she's a pretty popular one. I think Going Gnome also has some kits that they sell, and Living Felt, I think, or Felt Alive. All right, so now we have legs, and now I'll just put a little head on there. So you can kind of roll the wool to shape it, and then you just can move it around a little bit with the needle and decide where you want to poke, and that's where the wool will go.
Now, how do you feel about the felting sewing type machines that you've seen?
I think they're great. If they're probably expensive, but I mean, I think it's a quick way to do a big area. I like doing it by hand because that's the relaxing part. The stabbing. Yeah. You get a lot of frustration out by stabbing things.
As a skate worker and as a busy mom, you can take out a lot of stress. You just want to
stab something. So there's a head. I'm going to add some ears. You do have to be careful because the needles are so sharp that you'd be surprised how quickly they go through a lot of wool, and they will stab you. It does hurt.
Ouch.
Okay, so this is just a good quick demo. So there's
that is so cute. That is precious. Thank you, Katie. And so I'm going to set this up now so that she can talk to you about some other things she has here. Oops, let me drop the camera. Hold on. Sorry about the mic noise, guys. Whoops. I didn't have my camera set up right. So we're just kind of draping the mic around. Hopefully it'll stay still. Oh, sorry, guys. Okay. Whoops. Now let me tighten this back up. They're so patient with me, Katie.
Well, it's nice they're kind of chatting along while you're doing... Oh, what does this do? What does this mean? Oh, hang on. Sorry, camera troubles. Uh-oh. What do I do? There we go. Okay, so I also make... well, I'll show you some other things I felted. Some little succulents. And you can felt on fabric. This is... what is that?
That's like a knit fabric.
You can felt on, most types of fabric. You can felt on pre-made wool felt sheets like crafting felt, or this is just a fabric I found in my stash, and I thought it would work. Ooh, there we go.
Now they're wanting, do you have to put something on the back to keep the wool from coming undone?
No, in fact, I'll show you what the back looks like. The fibers will go down into your foam, so you kind of have to peel it off of the back. But this is what it looks like on the wrong side. Oops, there we go. So you can see where the fibers have come through, and it's just an outline of what you did. But it's pretty sturdy. You could pull it off if you really wanted to, but it'll stay there as long as you're careful with it. Well, you can be fairly rough, actually, and it'll stay there, but you can peel it, peel it off. Okay.
Now, just to tell them, so now she sells these on her Etsy channel. Yeah. But is that how you start out? You knit a ring?
So I knit this. It's hard to see because it's black. This is the only one I have that's not been folded.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So you can see it's just knitted. It's just a real simple rib top and bottom to keep it from rolling up and then stockinette. And then you wash it in hot soapy water by hand and just kind of roll it all around like that. And that'll give you that fold. It's called full cloth, but it'll give you that felted surface to work with. Or you could just start with craft felt and just cut it and sew the edge up and felt on that if you want.
Excellent.
Okay.
So it doesn't cost that much to get a good piece of foam and some needles.
Yeah. And the average price for fiber is about $3 an ounce. For dyed roving, you can buy it for about $3 an ounce. And an ounce is a good bit more than you would think because it's pretty lightweight.
And see, I have some of this because I want to add it to art quilts. So it can be used in quilts as well.
Yeah. So I also make goat milk soap because I started with dairy goats a while ago. And in Maryland, it's really hard to be able to sell milk or milk products because you have to pasteurize everything and have a dairy that's inspected by the state. And it just got too expensive to even think about going through all the regulations. So I decided to make soap with the goat milk. And so I brought some of the soaps that I make. This is a goat milk and honey. And my business is called Pearl and June. And Pearl is one of my ewes who's now living on a friend's farm. And June is one of my dairy goats. So I make several different kinds. Oops. It's hard to do the backwards camera. This is one of my new designs. It's cherry almond scent. But I wanted to show you the top because I did little cherries. I piped the soap on the top to make it look like cherries.
Piped it. I was wondering how you did that.
And then
and isn't this bubble wrap?
Yep. You just
isn't
put bubble
that cool?
wrap. This is goat milk and honey, so it looks like beeswax.
It looks like, the bee
comb.
comb. Oh man.
And then here's a watermelon.
Oh, that's neat. And they smell so good. Oh, yeah. Jamie from Jamie's Crafty World's on here. Oh. She does all kinds of crafts, so I know she's interested.
Yeah, but I just, I wanted to do something with the products.
Tell me about that purple in the top.
So I use oxides as the colorant, which come as a powder, and you mix them with oil or water, and then you can do designs. So this is just a swirl on the top, and it will wash off once you use enough of the soap. But
thank you, Diana. She stays very busy. Besides having 2 kids, and you have how many sheep now, including the lambs?
8.
8 sheep.
Yeah.
2 goats, tons of chickens, a whole bunch of bunnies, and she works for the state of Maryland and does soil conservation, which we know is so critical. Yeah. So she's a very, very busy lady. Plus all of her, you had a craft fair before Christmas, and then you just did a knitting retreat.
Yeah, I just went down to the Outer Banks and sold soap at a knitting retreat.
Made a bunch of money.
With the Tidewater Knitting Guild of Virginia. At the Outer Banks. So that was really fun.
And you have to make the soap, you have to order like olive oil in 5-gallon buckets?
Yeah. I have 5-gallon drums of coconut oil, palm oil, which I might try to get away from because there's some, some issues with it. Olive oil, we use lye in the soap. Etsy. So my Etsy shop is called Pearl and June. And if you go to www.etsy.com/shop/Pearl and June, And it's Purl, P-U-R-L, because that's a knitting type of stitch. Or you could just search Purl in June.
And I'm going to hold the card up in just a moment. But tell them, too, if you think about, I'd love to get in the soap business. There's so much work to it and so many expenses because all the scents and having to make everything safe and organic and special and all these different things. Plus, once you pour them, and you had to have a special mold built by your father to pour it in.
I use wooden molds, so I line them with freezer paper or else the soap will stick. But once I make the soap and I put it in the mold, it has to sit for 24 hours to set up. And then I cut the bars after 24 hours, and it has to cure for at least 4 weeks. The longer you cure, the harder it gets and the longer it'll last. So the longer it can sit out, the better.
Let me see one of these. I helped her wrap them one time for sale. She does special grow grain to match, special labels, the back label with ingredients. Everything has to be very perfect. And a Deb is a little ditzy, so I had to really pay attention to be able to meet Purl and June standards. But I had the best time. I loved it. But she's very professional. She loves what she does.
Yeah. It keeps me busy.
You want to show them that bag of stuff? What is that?
Oh, this is just wool from my friend Nancy, who has a flock of fiber sheep nearby. So this is raw wool, and I would wash it, and you can card it and spin it, or you can dye it and use it for different things. But
now, the dirty wool usually comes from what? Under the tummy and in between the legs, or
they remove that usually when they skirt it. So you don't really want to sell that or use that.
Okay. Don't use that dirty stuff.
Yeah. Oh, and you can dye the wool.
Yeah, she also does dyeing of wool.
I sell a lot of wool and wool locks, and I've been getting into dyeing it. So you can dye it all different colors. So these are just those same curly locks from before, the blue-faced Leicester. And then it's really fun just coming up with all different colors that you can think of.
Yeah, she has a lot of people. Kathleen Ziegler was thinking about Christmas presents. She has a lot of people who come to her big sale in December because they love buying soap.
Good timing. And it's good for teacher gifts or anybody, really. Everybody uses soap.
You did so good.
Thanks.
Now I guess you're free if you're ready. Right. Didn't she do good, everybody? I was so proud.
Thank you.
But it's just she's got so much talent. There's so much she's good at. And as you can tell, I love her. She's my Katie girl. In fact, it's so neat. There's a auction house down the street, and she will go there and try to see what didn't sell that they just want to throw away. And that chair in my studio, she did that one. So she'll bring stuff home and remake it and sell it. I mean, the girl is just brilliant. So I'm going to hold up. If you want to know her information, I'm going to hold the card up, get paper and pen, but it'll always be here on the video, so you never have to worry. So hopefully you can see. Let me try to hold my arm still. She does lotions. Do you still do lip balm, Katie?
Not right now.
Nah, right now she's not doing lip balm. It's a lot of work, but boy, she makes beautiful products. And a talented girl. I was telling her about this new market for felted animals, that people's beloved pets, that sounds really, whoops, I might have the camera just a little crooked. So anyway, but that was so nice. I mean, I didn't have to do anything. They just showed you all their talent, and very, very special. I went out with her this morning. I told her I'd help her with the animals. I didn't do much helping, but I walked around going, oh, this is cool. This is so neat. So, okay. It looks like, Jamie, is that Katie's Etsy address? Looks like Jamie might have found your Etsy address. Thank you. It's perfect. And you know what I love? Jamie has her own YouTube channel about crafting. And we're also sharing. We all that's wonderful. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. You know what? It looks like if Jamie put her Etsy address right there, and then if I can copy it, then I will paste it down below. and save link. Okay, so when we're all done, I'll paste it below. Oops. Okay, so tell me about you guys. Oh, thank you, Nadine. Nadine is from Germany, and I love chatting with Nadine. In fact, Nadine, I was going to tell you something. I don't know if I should do it on here, but I just read an article in a crafting arts magazine, quilting arts magazine, about doing an exchange with someone from a different country. And I thought of you right away, that what if we could do a little mug rug or a little miniature landscape exchange, you and I? So I call Nadine first. So, but anyway, Pearl and June. Yep. So everybody, Jamie's Crafty World. Thank you, Jamie. You're such a sweetheart. She put Katie's link to her Pearl and June on there for you. But she's just so talented. And oh my gosh, I love her gnomes. But what, oh, I know what I was going to tell you. So the gnome she made for me had a leather headband and a chicken's feather. It looked like a partridge feather. It was so pretty. Well, my dogs decided they needed that. And so she had to make me another one. So now I make sure I keep it out of the reach of children. Oh, Jamie, you're a sweetheart. Don't forget, too, Jamie has got a great YouTube channel with all her crafting. So go and support this. You know, we have so much talent in this group. This group stopped being me after the first live stream. Now it's about all of this united talent. And I can't thank you enough. You make these live streams so exciting. And I watch it. You know, I don't know if y'all know this, but in the evening, sometimes I'll stay up to watch it, but I watch them all because I get so busy sometimes I don't see something you've said or suggested. And every time Bonnie's here, every time y'all give such good suggestions. Like last week, Bonnie said, think about using high quality backings for your main fabric because it's so much cheaper, especially if you can get it on sale. So that was a brilliant. Y'all just give the best. Oh, Nadine, you can find the quilt behind me, the pattern for the quilt behind me. I made that for Katie a few years ago, and it's called Easy Cathedral Windows. Easy Cathedral Windows. I think I said ceiling, or who knows what I said, but Easy Cathedral Windows, and it's from Missouri Star Quilt Company. And they have a video where you can see how to do it, and that's what I did. So it's Easy Cathedral Windows. Sorry, sometimes I get this wrong in my hurry. By Missouri Star Quilt. And you know who introduced me to Missouri Star? Miss Michelle. She liked them way before they were so cool. She saw as soon as she saw their shop, she knew they were special, and they are. Okay, there we go. So that's where I got this. I wish I could tell you what fabric. It was something like Emily's something maybe, but I don't really remember. That's where, Bonnie, you gotta nudge me, girlfriend. Oh, yes. Okay, and Diana Wright just put up the copacetic quilter. She just put up so please check into her. I want her to start doing regular videos. As if she's not busy enough, but her quilting is magnificent. It's really good. And there's a lot to learn from her. Oh, you're doing a string block. I love string blocks. Has anyone done crumb piecing? Has anyone done any kind of crumb piecing? Because I saw some cute videos on it, and boy, that kind of looks like fun. You know, just mindless fun. Well, I'm very lucky that she let me do the live streaming. I think she was thinking, Mom, are you out of your mind? You've been running around. You don't know top from bottom right now, and you're going to do a live stream. But I told her that I love you guys, and I love being here every Sunday. And I thought it'd be fun, do a change of scenery. So, Oh, Vicki, I'm glad you're back. You're thinking about crumb landscaping. Now, isn't that a good idea? Isn't that a good idea? I've got so many ideas now that I've got this big hurdle over. I think I'm going to go home and I'm so anxious to just plow into things. So I'm hoping to have some good things coming your way. So yeah, these Sundays, we tend to surprise the computer a little bit, don't we? Well, I'm so glad you got to see felting and soap, something about soap making. And this is great. I'm just so tickled with all that they can do. They're both very, very talented girls. And Katie, actually, I really believe she's a more talented artist than me. Right. And she said, I don't know. They don't believe her. I mean, the girl exudes talent, out of every pore. Just there it is. So when I get around her, I just feel inspired. So, but today I was like, well, come on. Are you going to do some knitting? And I was over there doing, I forgot to bring did I bring my sewing? It was over by it's right under that little kit over there. So, but she's right now, she's like, you know how you finish a couple big projects and then you go, okay, I'm tired. Can we see some of your felted things up there? What's yours up there?
Well, that's not done.
Okay. You ready to see something really cute? Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't that precious? She is so talented. She does Christmas ornaments. I mean, oh my gosh, she does so much. And I love it. I treasure the things I get from her. I love it. So I take them with me everywhere I go. But she might be looking for something else. So if she comes up with it, I'll definitely show you. But anyway, but it looks like Kylie's going to be really talented too. I love seeing the stuff she makes. So, and you know what? It's really good to have, I've told y'all this before, but it's really good to know how to sew, especially because there's so many different things you can do for yourself when you know how to sew. But also, it's so good to have hobbies that it keeps you more level, happier, more excited about getting up in the morning. But I mean, they really have proved health benefits of people who are passionate about their hobbies. So let's see. What have we got? If you use crumbs to do your landscape, would you put down fusible or would you just put the tulle netting over top and then stitch that down? Because that's one of the things I was wondering. Oh, you did that, didn't you?
No, you did.
I did it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. She found something I had made for her. I think I barely remember it now. Isn't it terrible when you... Is that because I'm old? I think it is. But anyway, little Tom Turkey. I must have done it for her when we tried the crayon coloring. Oh, gosh, that's so cute. Katie's so cute. But, and they each have pillow quilts. Do something about it. So be on the lookout. I am going to be a UFO fool and unfinished objects fool. Oh, you're back, Diane 57?
Yes.
You better be back, because if not, Diane, did I make this for you too? Evidently, I made this Christmas ornament. See, girls, I do finish some things. I'm so proud of myself. Wow. I noticed this part's not really a star, but evidently I got tired and it wouldn't quite meet. And so, good enough. She's so sweet. She's trying to say, you're going to show my stuff? I'm going to show you your stuff too. There we go. So she made some deviled eggs today. Oh my gosh, they're so good. She was fussing because her husband had eaten all the deviled eggs. So she made some more. We're lucky. Okay, let me see what's being written here. Powdered fusible, yes, because that's what I know I used on my very first St. Patrick's Day shamrock quilt. It's expensive, but I guess if you use it sparingly, it's good. Yes, you did tell me Miss Melissa is going to the Houston International Quilt Festival. My gosh, that's on my bucket list. Paducah and Houston. And hopefully one day before I'm 70, I will go to see it. All right. I'm so excited for you, sweetie. Ah. Oh, hi, Josie. I didn't know you. Hi, sweetie. Yeah, any advice you have on crumb quilting, let me know. I've done string quilting and loved it. Loved it. So, a crumb quilt, Nadine. They call it a crumb quilt because any little pieces of fabric scraps you have, you take, it's not a scrap quilt. That's different. That's when you use the scraps, all different colors in a quilt. But you take your scraps and you sew, like maybe you take a long strip of some fabric and you sew all these little scraps to that and then flip them over and press it. And what you do is you're making your own fabric with all the little leftover pieces that you've been saving because you don't know what to do with them and you're too afraid to throw it away because fabric's expensive. So, oh, that's right, Bonnie. Oh, you're from Italy. Oh, wonderful. We're so happy you're here. What part of Italy? I came to Naples. I was so lucky. I got to take one trip overseas. I came to Naples. They have the best food. Your volcanic soil grows the best tomatoes. And then the water buffalo mozzarella. Oh my gosh. And you know what? You can stop at any little hidey hole, anywhere up and down the streets. And they're making pizza that is just magnificent. Or, pardon me, I'm not good with the accents, but bruschetta, I think it's called. So yummy. Aha. Melissa, okay, Josie, we're going to do a little exchange and find somebody from a different country and exchange a small little quilt of any kind you want to make. And I called Nadine. So now, Josie, Melissa is choosing you. So that'll be fun. And Josie, I want to invite you to our Yahoo group. Let me type it up right down here. And what we do is our Yahoo group, we keep doing this kind of chatting, you know, writing messages back and forth. And you can show pictures of your country, your family, your quilts, whatever. But if you send me an email to ourtimetoquilt@twc.com, if you send me your email to that, I will send you an invitation to the Yahoo group. We do invitation only because we want it to be a really safe, happy place to chat and we can all talk. And oh, that is exciting. Oh man, your sister can speak Italian. I loved the glass ceilinged mall in Naples. And it's a little sobering to see Vesuvius from every window you look out. Melissa, you do not, you funny girl. You funny girl. So anyway, so we have what is her name? We have a gal on here from France. And we'll have to, isn't it? I have to figure out who is our gal from France. But so what you do is you send an email to ourtimetoquilt@twc.com. So you just send an email to it and then I send you an invitation. You don't go and find the site yourself. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. Oh, I would love to see that cat. That sounds wonderful. Yay. You can see Mount Etna. Oh, that's amazing. My Mark, His family was from Campobasso. I think that's up in northern Italy, and we hope one day to go there and see it. But I told him I'm going to eat my whole way through Italy. Oh my gosh. That is so neat. Melissa is right in North Carolina near me. So Melissa, if you really want to do an exchange with Josie, then we'll have Josie send me an email to Our Time to Quilt, so we don't have to put information on here at twc.com. Whoops. And what I'll do, Melissa, is I'll forward her email to you, so that way y'all can have each other's information. So, oh, that is so cool that you were climbing Mount Etna, Nadine. Did Nadine ever agree to exchange a miniature quilt with me? Because, oh, good, she's taking a shot. She's taking a challenge. I love this. I love this. This is great. So now, good. Okay, I'm on it, Nadine. Also, what did I want to? Nadine? Is there something about the U.S. or a city or a monument or something that you really like? Because I can do something around that too. So, and don't forget, April 14th, 15th, I believe, Pineapple Fabrics is having their next sale. And I will be going, and I will be taking you. So, I will. The other day, they sent out an email, and they had this violet fabric that was on sale for $1.99 a yard. I think I ordered 15 yards. Maybe it was 10 yards. I did. I'll take you. I'll take you, Melissa. I love it. I love going to their sales. I'm just going to plan them. It's like, every couple months, I'm there. So once I saw the quality of their fabric, it's like, wow. And when I find out what particular things. Oh, no. I don't think you'll be going, Melissa. You are going to be just sitting and counting the moments for that frame. Yeah, I hope they have a tent too, because it gives you a little more space to move around. So, oh, that's great. That TV's not going to bother me, sweetie. Y'all can go ahead and turn it on. They're all being so sweet. They're all being quiet here, but I'm in their home. They set the rules. I wish you could see it out and outside, and her animals, and an archway going into the chicken yard, and it's just beautiful. And the bunnies are gorgeous. White ones and gray ones. Those are the only two colors that I saw. But they were so pretty. And it was so cute when we went out Katie and I went out this morning, and the bunny saw us out there. So it looked into its bowl like, come on, don't just stand there. Do something useful. Yeah, Melissa, you're right, because you need bobbins, you need rulers, you need all that. So skip the Pineapple Fabrics this in April, Melissa, because they're going to have another one by June. I think so. You had, Bonnie said, yeah, they were raised with 200 rabbits. Yeah, Katie the other day said, yeah, I processed a rabbit. You know what that means. They had it. It was Hassenpfeffer. They had it for dinner. Oh, good luck. I would love to see quilting become bigger in Europe because it's so much fun. And the more people do it in England and Germany and France and Italy, the fabric prices will come down, the more things you'll be able to get right there homegrown. But it's kind of hard getting this stuff off the ground, but I'm hoping it will be coming. I'm hoping. For one thing, the more countries that do it, then I know we're safer because we'll continue to get plenty of products to have a bigger market to sell them. Yeah. And you know what? My daughter loves rabbit dinners. How do you fix it, Katie? How do you cook your rabbit?
In the crock pot.
She puts them in the crock pot.
That's what we're having for dinner tonight.
And I think the easiest thing about them is skinning them instead of having to pluck them or anything. It's kind of easy. And they're low fat. Do you have to add fat in when you cook them?
Sometimes if you wanted to, make it more flavorful. But it's just like white meat chicken. They're all white meat.
They're all white meat, so it's like eating white meat chicken.
And it's higher in protein.
And what?
Higher in protein.
Higher in protein than chicken. And what did you say about it?
So we're having rabbit tonight.
Kylie's teasing me that they're having rabbit tonight because she knows that Nana's a little squeamish on some of this. Well, I told you about me, the first experience with lamb is I bought this little lamb chop and put it in the microwave. And it was awful. People said, why did you microwave it? Because I was too dumb to know how to cook it. I was just trying. Katie says, though, that her lamb with pepper jelly, your roast lamb.
Yeah, roast leg of lamb.
Roast leg of lamb, she says, is wonderful. Isn't Hassenpfeffer a German rabbit recipe? All I know is Bugs Bunny German. I'm sorry. Ooh, sweet and sour sauce on rabbit would be excellent. Yeah, because it's a meat that takes flavors so well. I just love that word. I thought that was the coolest word. Hassenpfeffer. Y'all are sweet. I'm only going to be here a couple more minutes, guys, because I am going to... Oh, I know what I was going to show you. So I have started another little quilt for my Russell Miguel. And this, I saw the panel. I'm trying to remember. I found this on Etsy. I don't know if I told you about that last week. But I went ahead and just stuck with the black. And I'm spacing it out. And this is going to be a tummy quilt. And so what I'm going to do is trapunto. And trapunto... oh, wow. It means rabbit pepper. But no pepper. But I'm going to take these animals, especially the big ones, and I'm going to cut out the shape of the animal in a high loft polyester batting and put a couple touches of glue it on the back. Then go ahead and put the regular batting and backing. And then when I stitch around it, it'll be nice and puffy. Can I get Devin to say hi? My grandson, almost 16, and he drives now, and I'm trying to see if I can get him to say hi. He's so handsome and tall, and
where'd I look?
You look right in that black hole.
Hello.
And notice his cool wrestling. Yes. Isn't he something? Yes. There you go. Yay. And guess what? I showed him your dragon.
Oh, nice.
Devin thought I was going to make him a little dragon. Kind of got big, didn't he?
Yeah.
And after this, he's going to take me driving. Yes. Oh, there we go. Let's turn it a little bit more to you. You're handsomer. So there we go. So, and what is the date of your actual birthday?
3/31/83.
The 31st. Okay. He'll be 16.
Yep.
Yep. He's proving that I'm getting old. He's proving it. So he's 5'10", taller than me, taller than all of us. So, it's like, what do you do when they get taller? How do you punish them? Please? I mean, he doesn't need punishing, but you start saying please because they're bigger than you. What can you say?
Yeah.
So, and then you wrestle, and then, he shows sheep. I don't think he's going to do it this year.
Got a little tired of it.
Got tired of it because you have to walk them, and you have to groom them, and you have to keep them friendly.
Yeah.
A lot of responsibility. So what would you rather be doing with your time?
Just working or something else.
Well, that's a good idea. And tell him what you were thinking of doing after high school.
Oh, and be an Army Ranger.
Wants to be an Army Ranger. That's a scary thing for a Nana, but I know you're going to be good at it. I really do. And every time I come visit, I steal his room. It's very nice of him to let me have the room. Well, thank you. Is there anything else you wanted to tell him? Can I brag and tell you he won? What was the prize you won at the wrestling banquet?
Andy's Super Award.
And it was in honor of a coach, and it's supposed to be for like the best attitude, the most improvement and stuff. So I thought that was wonderful. He's got a great attitude about things and all A's and B's in school. I mean, could you ask for a better grandson? Nope, can't. Well, thank you, sweetie.
Thank you.
You did so good. Oh, he even gave me a hug. I love this boy. I love this boy. He just wants a good birthday present. That's what he's looking for. So, anyway, what a nice young man. I mean, since the first time I met him, nice young man. So, okay. Isn't he sweet? I didn't meet him until he was 4 and fell in love with him. Thought he was the sweetest kid I'd ever met. So they are a wonderful family. And Katie is the most wonderful stepmother. Oh, my God. She's so good. And, she's over braiding Kylie's hair. We were looking at YouTube videos. Kylie, what are we doing to your hair today? Nothing. And she got him. She's good. Katie's tenacious. I wonder where she gets that from. Well, I should get ready to go. Any questions, you sweethearts? Yeah, you take tall grandkids to reach things for you. That is wonderful. So, but if you have any questions, anything going on, any thoughts you want me to have for you, any good news, bad news, in between news. So, and I will be home for the next one. And hopefully this week, I'm going to try very hard to get some good, new, exciting stuff in order, work on the landscapes. Yeah, Katie did give me some wool, and I think it's raw wool. And I think I'm going to try to see if I can't do some felting on that landscape. Josie, it was wonderful getting to meet you. Please consider joining our Yahoo group because we have a blast. In fact, y'all wouldn't believe this week, expect the Yahoo group to have a lot of free patterns put on it because I have been so busy I haven't had time. I sure will let you all know when I get home. And Michelle, it's so good talking to you. I miss you. I really miss you. When special things happen in my life, I think of my Michelle. So I love you all. And Bonnie, oh my gosh, my bag has gotten such use. That thing has been wonderful. It went with me to the hospital to see the grandbaby. It was my go-to bag where I would keep fresh clothes and stuff in. It's been wonderful. And oh, good. Jamie, the sweetheart she is, put Katie's Etsy link one more time. And then don't forget to check out Jamie's Crafty World and the Copacetic Quilter. That's Miss Diana. Would you write a link, or do you have a link for your YouTube, or just write it out again? Because I'm not good with spelling copacetic. Wow. Oh, and I do have Texture Magic at home, and I've been dying to use it. So we'll try it together. I love it. Oh, thank you. Thank you for not being horribly bored. I was worried when I posted the baby video on top of everything else. They're going to be sick of hearing about this baby. Good. Copacetic Quilter. Pearl and June. And here is their card. Pearl and June. So thank you so much again. And thank you, as always, for spending part of my Sunday with me. It feeds my soul. I hope it feeds your soul. And do something special for yourself. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. Hold on. I told Mark, well, since I'm staying, I was planning on going home today, and a certain shop in Great Falls, Virginia wouldn't be open. But since I'm going home tomorrow, where I could stop by and Shop a little. Anybody have that answer? I bet you know. Starts with a J and a B. So, yep, I'm going to go to Jenny Byers' shop tomorrow, and her new block of the month starts next month. So I have to have the kit. I just have to. I mean, I'm saving postage. That's good. And with that saved postage, I can buy some more fabric. So I will be stopping by Jenny Byers tomorrow, guys. And I'll be thinking of you. I'll shop just a little. All right. Y'all take care. And do something really good for yourself this week, because you got to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else. And a lot of people, including me, depend on you. So feed your soul this week. Oh, thank you. I was so tickled to get to show you. And my son-in-law is downstairs. I love him to bits, but I'm sure he would not want to be on camera. But he's a good one. So y'all take care. Bye-bye, sweeties. Bye-bye. Have a great week. See you next Sunday.